flosstube. It's Minnie at all X's. Where has the time gone? I don't even know. And I'm not even going to try to catch up with it. We've got a lot of stuff to show you today. Get you caught up on everything that's going on at all X's. So let's get started. Little life updates. Been kind of busy. Haven't been feeling well. I think I pulled something in my back. Then my husband had back surgery, so I've been taking care of him and moving kind of slowly. So the time just got away from me, and here we are. Okay, it's a bad hair day today, so I'm wearing my new hat here. I don't know if you can see what it says. But anyway, let's get started so we won't be here all day. Okay, I'm going to start with my whips. Okay, and these are my whips. Some of this I had last month, well, from my last video, and I just kept them out and kept working on them. So I'm going to show you everything I've worked on since my last video. This is called Maritime Quaker Mermaid, and it's from the work basket. Oh, okay, there we go. I didn't put up my ring light today, and I'm using my little overhead stitching light, so hopefully it won't wash everything out and you'll be able to see it. But this is where she's at now. Not a whole lot to finish. I'll show you what she should look like once she is finished. So it's not a whole lot, her tail, mostly. And I'm stitching her on, well, I'm stitching her with Forbidden Fiber Code 1301 Prism. Is the fibers, the floss. And I am stitching her on a piece of fabric from Silk Weaver. It's called, well, it's Wexford Linen 32 count fog. And I'll show you one more time what she looks like. I doubt if I'll have time to put in where she looked like the before pictures, but you see where she's at. Okay. Hubby's taking a nap right now, so hopefully I can get this done before he wakes up and he eats anything. So, the next one is my temperature chart from Shaded Stitchery, and I think I am missing one day. Yeah, I am missing the last day of October. See, October get kind of cool. Well, at night it was cool. These were highs, these were lows. It was kind of cool. But I'm missing one day, that last day of October. I've got it written down. All I gotta do is stick it in there. Somebody's texting me. Who is it? Oh, okay. All right. So that's my temperature chart, October, except for one day is finished. Okay. I worked on my Fox and Rabbit, and I've got October done, and I printed out November. I just haven't started on it yet, but October is done. That's October. Hopefully you can see all of this. So far I've kept up with it. Try to get that finished. Okay. I worked on cherry blossoms, just a little. This is from Works by ABC. This is what the finished piece will look like. And this is where I am so far. Got all the bottom part done. That's as wide as it's going to be, as big as it's going to get. And the top half isn't done yet, and that's the actual tops of the cherry blossom trees, which come out and beautify the mall in Washington, D.C. every year. And I think that was what inspired her to do this design. Was on one of her trips here to see visit DC, Washington, D.C., the museums. Okay, I worked on ancestral voices. This is what the finished piece will look like, or should look like. And this is where it's at right now. So I've got a face and a half finished. It's kind of hard to work on, on the black, but I'm getting there. These will probably go away for a while, and I need to tuck something else in my whips. The next one is Santa and Mrs. Claus, and this is what it's supposed to look like. I'm going to turn them into stand-ups, and I started on Mrs. Claus first. And this is where she's at. So I don't have a whole lot to finish on her either. They may both be finished by Christmas 2025. But it won't be this year. Okay, those are my whips. And my new starts. This is a new start. It is called With Instructions, White Lion Needle Art Designs. And that's what it looks like. That's what the finished piece is supposed to look like. This is being stitched on Oceans Apart from Grace Notes. And I'm stitching it with Classic Colorworks Mossy and Aura's Iris. Let's see, is that all it's supposed to be? So 2? Yeah. And this is what mine looks like right now. This is where it's at. I love this fabric. Oceans Apart. Okay. That was a new start. And I worked, like I said, I started it, then over the time between the last video. I probably stitched on it another time, so it's a start and a finish. You hadn't seen it. My next one is sewn. Sorry about that. My phone was ringing. I can't stand the phone ringing, so I had to answer it. But it was somebody trying to sell me a Medicare supplement for the third time today. Alright, my next new start was the second half of Sewn in Friendship. This is the Plum Street Sampler half. This is what it should look like. And this is where it's at. So I've worked on it a couple of times. I started it and worked on it a couple of times since the last video. And so I like that one. There was a collaboration with Heartstring Samplery for the other half, which I will show you when I get to my finishes. And let's see, what other new start do I have here? What is this? Oh, this is Peaceful Kingdom. This is what the chart should look like. I am stitching it on Mocha Blanc from Grace Notes 32 count, Lugano. And I'm stitching it with Buckeye Scarlet Red. So I have a tan and scarlet. Well, I say tan. It looks tan. And this is where it's at. Haven't got much done on it. I like that fabric. It's like mocha. It's like a mocha latte. Very nice. I love working. I like Grace Notes fabrics. I'm in the Fabric of the Month Club, and I like her fabrics. They're very, very easy to stitch on. Very nice. Okay, I have one more. Well, I had a new start, but it was a self. It was a start and a finish. This was to commemorate Lung Cancer Awareness Month. And instead of just, you know, I just thought this was such a beautiful thought. And so I stitched it. Like I said, it's in commemoration of lung cancer, which I was diagnosed with. And I am in recovery, well, in recession. I'm in recession. And I just like this saying. And I want to stitch it. Now, this is a mystery fabric. I don't know where I got it from. I think it's called Midnight. I'm not sure what it's called. This is the chart. I'll show you what the chart. The chart is just a little small so you can see it. It says it's okay if the only thing you did today was breathe. I love that because some days that's the only thing I can do. Now, like I said, this is stitched on this blue fabric, and I used, this is etoile, white etoile, here and here. These words in here are stitched with DMC 3865. I don't know if you'll be able to see the sparkle in it, but it's there. and I like it. The chart is, I got it on the internet. I'm not sure if I got it from Etsy or if I just looked up lung cancer or I don't know. I can't remember now. But it's Mezz, M-E-Z-Z Designs. Mezz Design Patterns is the name. And if you'd like to also stitch that for Lung Cancer Awareness Month, if you can't find it, leave me a comment and I'll help you find it. I'll go back and look through my searches and I'll find it for you, let you know where it's exactly where it's at. But I think if you put in Mezz Design Patterns, it may come up. Or if you put in the title, it may come up. But either way, let me know if you need some help. So that was a finish. All right. So now I'll go right into the rest of my finishes. Okay. I worked on and finished. This was a mystery sampler from Barbara Anna. This was Cleo, a mystery sampler. And this is what it looks like. I finished it. It's on 28 count Heaven's Fury from Under the Sea Fabrics. Like I say, it's from Barbara Anna. Yeah, from Barbara Anna. Okay, the next one is Blackwork Peacocks. This I inherited from my friend Connie G, and I finished it. I think it's gorgeous. The design is from Joan Elliott, and this is on a 32 count Lugana Joblin from Fabrics by LJ. I don't think they're making fabrics anymore. But this is where the fabric is a Joblin 32 count Razzleberry. And it's stitched with, I think, DMC 3377, I believe. So thank you, Connie. I love it. Okay. I have to cut that fabric off. My next finish is Queen of Sorrows and Joys from Shaded Stitchery. This is Nuri at Shaded Stitchery. This is her interpretation or her impressions of Queen Charlotte from the movie Queen Charlotte. And I love it. And it's stitched on a 32 count linen from Swagger. The color is Serenity. And I stitched this because of the Queen's Gardens and her dress. I love it. Okay. And this, I finished this, I believe, in October, which was deemed Shaded Stitchery Month by EJ from Sunshine Stitchers, and it was also Nuri's birthday month. So I have one finish. I have a whip. I worked on my temperature chart from Sunshine from Shaded Stitchery. Okay, my next one is Happy Pumpkins This is Happy Pumpkin Party. This is from Jardin Privé. This was stitched in the month of October. Oh, this is Happy. I'm sorry. This is Heaven's Fury from Under the Sea Fabrics. This is the 28 count linen. What did I say that one was? Oh, that was from Cleo. I believe that's a part of the same fabric. No, that was different. I'm not sure what that is. Anubis. I'm sorry, this is Anubis from Under the Sea Fabrics. And this is Heaven's Fury. Okay. Alright, my last but not least whip finish is Friends. This is from the Caron collection. Caron, like the Caron water lilies flosses. This is their design, excuse me. This is on a 28 count cream linen from Swagger, 28 count, and this is Friends. And I think I had showed you this several times, but I've got it. It is FF. Well, it's not FFO because it's not framed, but I finished the hair, and the hair is the bouillon knots. I got them done. I got little beads on it for their jewelry and their dresses. Everything is finished except for being framed. So that was another finish since my last video. Those are all my finishes. One thing we have now is to show you is some stash enhancements. Okay. Alright, let me see if I can get this over here without dropping it, making a mess. Okay. This is what I bought at my last trip to my LNS in Stitches. This was October Quakers. And it has two patterns in it. The little one that says Boom, and it's a Quaker design. The next one is I have decided to join EJ's new sale that starts December 15th. And they haven't decided on the name of it, but the name of the chart is Put a Bird on It from Modern Folk Embroidery. This is the design. My fabric will be Raspberry Latte from Grace Notes. It's peachy pink with a little modeling in it. And my flosses will be, these are my flosses. Some of them I have two reds. I may change them up. Those are my flosses. So I'm ready for that one when it starts. Hopefully I'll be able to keep up with them. I purchased Chubby Squirrel This is by Jeanette Douglas Designs. I purchased Americana Mama in Americana Mamas 3, Lady Rosie. This is from Heartstrings Samplery. I was impressed by a picture of this design, and it was a skin conversion. I'm trying to think who, let's see, do I have, who did this? Sharon Harden. She did a beautiful skin conversion, and I loved it. So of course I bought the design, which looks a lot different, but she reminds me of Queen Charlotte, and this is why I bought it. I don't know when I'll get to, this is, the chart is The Baker's Wife by Nora Corbett. But if when and if I stitch this, I'm going to copy her or do a similar skin conversion to look like Queen Charlotte. Okay. I received a gift from Patty Penn. It was, well, actually, I have two of them. She had given me a piece of 40 count Lugano, and I've never stitched on 40 count. But I decided I was going to try a little piece on it, and then she stitched the Summer Quaker from Primrose Cottage, and it's, the size of it is 81 by 82, so it's pretty square, and I thought maybe I could stitch that on the 40 count Lugano. We'll see. Haven't started on it yet, but we'll see. And that was actually, that wasn't a stash, that was Happy Meal. Well, not Happy Meal, she gave it to me at in Stitches. Okay, I purchased this design from Forest Embroidery. It is pumpkin porridge. I love that chart. And I've got it kitted up with the DMC flosses, and Misty Mountain from Grace Notes. It's a grayish, cloudy mottled fabric that will go very well with that. So, don't know when I'll start that. Probably won't be till next year. I got two new pieces of fabric from Grace Notes. This one is Under the Sea. It's a greenish blue, very pretty. See, I don't know if you'll be able to see it on here, but it's very pretty. And I'm in the fabric of the month club. I always get 32 count Lugano. This is Under the Sea. I can put that up now. And the last one I got was Brown Sugar Boba. Love it. Now, this I got a few months ago, but I don't think I showed it. I don't remember showing it. This was from a box this is from Pole Stitch's Bump in the Night box. This one is the design, the chart is from Joan Elliott. I love it. It came with the fabric, which is a 32 count spellbound. No, the name of the chart is Spellbound. This is 32 count Lantern Glow. Beautiful. I love that. And I also got in that box was a design from Pole Stitches. Melano, I think that's how you pronounce it. Goddess of Ghosts and Nightmares. That's the design. And the fabric that came with this one is Goblin Skies from Pole Stitches, 32 count. And those are all of my stash enhancements, and I think I'm done. So I can't promise you. I do have one last thing. I had a drawing, and I was giving away, I had a giveaway, and I was giving away this chart from Shaded Stitchery. This is one of her closely kept collection. This is closely kept number 1. This is was inspired by a picture that's I actually saw this at the the Black History Museum and Culture in Washington, D.C. And this is where Nori saw this at, and she was inspired to chart that design. This is the way that during, let's see, it says it's inspired by case tintype found at the Smithsonian National Museum of African American History and Culture, online archives. This semi-reproduction interprets the flower motif embellishment that's embossed into the velvet on the left side of the case. And I actually saw that case in person at the museum. So this is what she is now providing paper charts in addition to her PDFs. And so she sent me this one to give away to one of my subscribers. The drawing, this one came up for Brenda Waples, $64.79. I have tried to contact you with, I commented on your comment from my last video. And if you send me an email, my email address is in my description below the video. So please send me your mailing address, and I'll get this out to you. The second item I had was a thread catcher box that I made myself. And you can put your threads in it or whatever else you would like to store in that little case. And then you can unsnap it and take it with you as your ort catcher. And it travels because you can take it loose and it's flat. The drawing came up was Bird RPG 6153. So I've also contacted you and left a message on your comment on my last video. So please send me your mailing address and I can get this out to you in the mail. Alright, that was all. And that is the end. So until next time, be safe, get your flu shots, get your RSV shots, get your COVID shots. And today is election day, so I hope you voted. That's it. Keep me in your prayers, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.